Alright. Alright, hopefully the stream should be working now. Let me make sure. Okay, it seems to be. Alright. First things first, let's go and practice. Okay. Alright. Now, first things first, let's go with the tanks. Oh, actually, where are my manners? Hi. How are you? How are you doing, man? It's been a while, I know. My apologies for that in advance, but I had work, so at least I managed to find a day where I'd be able to, have some time to stream, even if it isn't for a long time. I'd at least be able to do something, I would at least be able to get some kind of content on. It may not be much, but it's something. But anyway, that out of the way. First off, we have the Vanguards. First one out of those is Angela. So they've increased her movement speed with her dash. So like this ability right here, she moves way faster than she used to. So like that means she would be able to also go further than she used to. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm understanding this correctly, it means she can go further than she used to be able to go. But unfortunately, I don't know, bro. Like, maybe it's just me, but with Angela, this just feels a little bit clunky, like her movement. Like, look, this. Very abrupt. And then this. Genuinely don't like this. Yeah. That aside, the buff's looking pretty good. And then her second buff was her ult. So her ult used to have about 600 health, but now it has 800. The only thing that's really gonna change is gonna make it take longer for people to destroy it. And there was something that I did. I know this is a little off topic. There's something I did with one of the characters. It was Wolverine. And oh my goodness, bro. It was something I did with like Wolverine and stuff. Well, specifically him. And he was just so... It was hard to hit anyone with his melee. And I realized, oh crap, I'm using the old settings that I used to have on my characters on him. Because I hadn't used him in a while. So it was a little, it was like, it was off. It didn't feel right. I was wondering why it didn't feel right. Come to find out, oh man, I just had the wrong settings on entirely. So yeah, of course he's not gonna be feeling good to attack with when I'm using settings that didn't work in the first place on him. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, those are her buffs. And then we got... Let's go with Magneto next. So, Magneto, his buff, I actually love this buff for him. It's nothing like crazy or anything. Because like he got a buff on a nerf, but the buff that he got, I think, is long overdue. So his buff is, before he used to only be able to attack people. I mean, he only used to be able to defend his teammates or himself. Like, it's either he defends himself or he defends his teammates with a healing bubble. But in this one, as you can see, I used the bubble on one of them, but I still have one for myself. Now that bubble is on its own cooldown, and this one is on its own cooldown as well. So, as you can see, I can bubble them, and my own is almost back. It's like 3 seconds until it's back, while the next one is on a 6-second cooldown right now. I think it's like, what, 10? Yeah, 10. Or 11? It seems like an 11-second cooldown or a 10-second cooldown, somewhere around that. So that's a great change. The nerf that I got was that it's like, it doesn't defend you from as much damage as before. So it went from 250 to just flat out 200. So yeah, this does help out a lot regardless. Because the time you're going to be using this is when you're, when you're supporting that extra little bit of assistance or something. Yeah. Moving on. Groot. This one is by far one of my favorite buffs. Honestly, I enjoyed all of these buffs to the tanks. They needed them. So, Groot has gotten a buff to where he is now able to make himself unstoppable. So, you know how Ben, when he runs around, he gets unstoppable. This is his, like, moment of being unstoppable. But with Groot, as long as you have this wall up and you're within this radius, you will be unstoppable, but as soon as you step out, you're not. Alright, so you want to play near this. Encouraging you to play near this and have this active more often. Now, what this does is, as you can see, I'm getting that extra, not like that bonus health from my teammates attacking, the enemy. Well, in this case, it's just this one bot. But as long as somebody is in this radius and attacking enemies, I'm gonna get bonus health. So it's either me or them. Not necessarily enemies. I get bonus health either way, and then I can, destroy their team. Anyway, see fit. But what this does as well is this stops characters like Wolverine from being able to kidnap you. So Wolverine could just straight up dash at you, do his little feral leap, or whatever it's called. The ability that kidnaps you, basically. He could do that, it'll just straight up miss. Like, every single time. So, it's about time, because Groot was just free eats to Wolverine. Like, it was legit. It was so bad that it was actually satisfying to, attack Groot with Wolverine. Like, that's how easy of a target Groot was to Wolverine. But, yeah. I think that's the only one he got. That's the only buff he got, yeah. Alright, moving on to Penny. This one is a funny one, in my opinion. So, her buff is with the webs. So as you can see, these guys are getting health back. It's not a lot, but they're getting health back. And it's because of this nest. So her buff is that she gets, like, she heals her teammates with webs. So as you can see, it's not a lot, like I said, but just think about this, bro. She's able to heal her teammates while in a either double or triple support comp. And right now, it has been nothing but triple support. So I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a triple support and then Penny and then someone else or something. You know? But yeah, that being said, this is gonna be funny. So, yeah, it says that allies in the cyberwebs will receive the same healing over time that she does. And it gives a movement boost. That I actually didn't know. But she gets a movement boost within her webs. And her teammates get that movement boost as well. And then the excess healing is going to be bonus health. So, like, as you can see, the teammates, like this bot, has a little bit of bonus health there. The same as me. These guys aren't getting it because they're getting damage. But, you know. Now, moving on to Cap. Alright, so his ultimate ability is the thing that got a buff. And it says the new effect is the allies within the path will gain a 30% boost to ultimate energy charge efficiency. So this is more or less encouraging you to use his ult with his team. And what that's gonna do is, like, the ult charge efficiency, it just means it's gonna be, like, he's gonna be able to help the team to use their ults faster. So let's say Cloak and Dagger, they're like halfway finished with their ult, and then he pops his ult, and they stand in that ult. They're gonna get a boost in their stuff, so they'll be able to use their ult faster than the other team's Cloak and Dagger. It's like, in theory. Yeah, that's his buff. Unfortunately, I kind of wish this thing was a little bit better, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this line, I think, is a little too thin for it to really be effective. I would like for him to have a wider path so that he could do that a little more freely. But it's alright. Anyway, now, let's see. So, Hulk has a new effect on his ability, on one of its abilities. In this case, it is his Gamma Burst. So, his Gamma Burst, which is his slap ability. Didn't know it had all that range. Okay. His Gamma Burst gives an effect to where, like, the more enemies you hit with that thing, like if you hit enemies directly with that ability, you get a second off of your shield ability, this bubble. So you see 10 seconds, and it went down by a second just from me hitting that one person. Now, I would say in theory that means if I hit 2 people, yeah, so it goes down by like a second. So it's not like a big buff, but it's something, you know? Like, I would say it's somewhat noticeable. But I don't really use, I mean, I wouldn't say it's noticeable, but like, I don't really use Hulk that often for me to really make that kind of judgment on it anyway. But yeah, maybe one day I'll actually start to use him. But for now, I'm not doing that. Now, on for the one that got a straight up... Oh, he got a hefty amount of changes, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So, Ben. They made this guy a genuine threat now. I mean, he was alright before. I'll say that. He was alright before. But now... Oh, boy. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit difficult for people to deal with him now. If they're dealing with a good one, at least. So now his ability in Battle Leap, that's his L1, will remove the damage reduction from single leap target. It's now, instead of it just being one person being affected by it, it's everybody within I think a 5 meter radius. Yeah, a 5 meter radius of him. So like if any enemy is stunned, I mean if any teammate is stunned in 5 meters from him, let's see, this one's 10. Yeah, unfortunately I wouldn't even be able to show. Anyway, if any teammate is standing near him when he uses his leap, they are gonna get damage reduction on everyone else who's within 5 meters of me. So if I'm standing here, this right here would be 3 meters. So if another person was standing here, this, like both of these people would be getting this. If I would use my Embodied Leap. And you could even see the little pulse going off. So yeah, it's not that much of a, it's not like a big radius or anything. It's not a wide radius, but it's something. It's like just to help the team survive better, you know? Because in certain cases, you're going to be using Ben. It's going to be like pressuring the enemy and whatnot. And then you got to jump out to your teammate for extra health. Oh, yeah, and they changed this that little jump too, it seems. So, yeah. Let's see. They reduced the damage reduction from himself from 25% to 20, so that's a little bit of a nerf, but it is not that bad. That's like a 5% less of a damage reduction. So, yeah. Battle Blitz. That one would be his jump. Alright, so his leap ability, but for the enemy. So his Battle Blitz gotta change. So they remove the damage reduction from you whenever you go to do that to enemies. And instead, they made it so that you apply a 20% damage, like, debuff, I mean, vulnerability debuff to whoever you jump to. And it's kind of the same situation with your teammates, where if you jump into your teammates, you would give damage reduction to the person that you jump to, on anyone who's 5 meters within that range, as long as they're your teammate. Now, for the enemies, it's going to give them vulnerability for every enemy that's in 5 meters of where I jump. So it's the same thing, but the opposite, like on the opposite team, you know? Which means I'm going to be able to push out more damage within a shorter period of time. Because now, if you look at the damage I do here versus this, like that right there is the difference, right? Instead of 4 hits and some, it's 3. It's like it's that much of a difference. So imagine jumping into a support and hitting them with a NyQuil, bro. Like, look at this nonsense, bro. You trying to hit, like, he's trying to put somebody on a stretcher with this, bro. But anyway, yeah, like that's the bonus, like the stuff that he's got so far. And then the other ability that he has is Stone the Haymaker, the thing after season. That got a nice little change as well. The change is, like, it does less damage. Because it used to be at 90, but now it's at 55. So it does less damage. But in turn, you get bonus health whenever you use whenever you actually hit somebody with the ability, right? But you're gonna get 25 per hit, up to a maximum of 100. So it's kind of a it's just a change. I wouldn't really say it's a nerf or a buff. I mean, I would consider it a buff because instead of 50 over shield, 50 extra shields, you're getting 100, but you're getting 100 gradually by continuously hitting the person with the haymaker. That only really works with the haymaker anyway. And it also has a new effect, so now you deal 8% of enemies' max health per hit. That is actually kind of interesting. So that means he's kind of, so he's doing percentage-based damage with his stone haymaker. So, in other words, I should be able to do more damage to higher health enemies. The higher the health, the better. That's... Hold on. It's the wrong thing. There we go. So yeah, decent amount of damage. Yeah, I think y'all got the gist of it, basically. I think that's about it for the tanks. So yeah, let's move on to Hawkeye, well, DPS in general. Hawkeye's up first. So, he got an increase in his damage, in his bonus damage. So, with this charge at the bottom, he's got a bonus with that. So, now, what the hell? Bro, that was a body shot. My guy. That's OD. I was wondering why this guy was doing all this. Brother, what is that? Nah, bro. The 3 tap on a tank is crazy work, bro. Yeah, you're not serious. That right there, the biggest joke, bro. This is nonsense. What do you want, bro? I'm not gonna lie, what were they thinking? What were they thinking of this one? Goodness gracious, bro. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, he was not doing this last season. Now you could probably see that. But like, look at what? Groot has like the most health in the entire game, bro. By the way, not including Venom's, you know, shielded state. But yeah, Groot has legit one of like the highest health pools in the game. And you're telling me this guy with a bow and arrow is 3-topping a Flora Colossal, bro. Like, Flora Colossus, my bad. That ain't it, bro. Y'all gotta do something about that, cause ain't no way. While we're on him, actually, I wanna see the team up with Cloak and Dagger. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kinda clean now. Okay. I want to see how far this goes. My days. Yeah. Oh, the swords look kind of cool though. Hold on. Anyway. Yeah, moving on. So we got Mr. Fantastic. Let's do it. So my boy Reed, he got a couple of changes. Hold on a second, let me see. Alright. So his wall ability, I'm gonna call it that for simplicity's sake, he can now use that in his big form. Got the buttons for a second, I vote. I'm actually gonna have to wait. Now, as you can see, now, as you can see, he also has a decent little change with his big form, right? And usually he would have his regular health pool, that would be like 375, and then he would have like over shield health. So most of what you would be seeing down here would be shields, but it's not shields anymore. So with that being said, he gets a decent bonus in terms of health. Well, he gets like, what, 600, 725 health, something like that? And that's just like his health. So the only thing I found to be a little strange with that is when he goes back into his normal state, right? If I were to use the normal state, like if I go back to normal state outside of his big form, he's gonna get like all of that bonus health is gonna go away instantly. He's just gonna go right back to having 300 health, 375 health. I'm not gonna lie, he got some nice changes. It makes him feel more comfortable, you know? Like there were certain times where I could have survived an ult if I had the ability to turn to a wall. Oh, okay. Yeah, there were certain situations where I could have survived if I had the ability to turn to a wall at the time that I did while I was in this form. But it just didn't happen. So I'm glad that this change came about. Makes it way easier to use the guy. Like, he feels like more of a pseudo tank now than before, in my opinion. Because before, it's like, I don't know if it's just me, but he takes more. He seems like he takes more damage, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. It feels like he takes more damage whenever he's in that rubbery state. Oh, his ult is affected by it too. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, is there anything else? No. Alright. We got Squirrel Girl. The only buff she got was she gets to do her original damage. Nothing more. Nah, I also don't wanna be on this character. Moving on to Storm. I mean, Phoenix. My fault. Alright, so Phoenix. Her damage fall off at 30 meters. Okay, so they said they adjusted the Cosmic Flame's maximum fall off at 30 meters from 60 to 75%. So now she gets to do about 15% more of the damage that she would be able to do within her damage range, her max damage range. If I'm not mistaken, like if I'm reading that right, I could be wrong. But let's just look at it, right? That's a headshot from that. Come on. Huh. Yeah, yeah. So this one has a little more health than this one after the two shots. Ever so slightly. So as you can see, it's like after the 30-meter fall off, it's gonna be less. It's gonna be less damage, but it's not like you're getting more overall, I wanna say. Like you're gonna be able to do more damage from a further distance. So it's not like you're getting a damage bonus, it's more like you'll be able to do most of the damage that you that you would be able to do up close. And that's her only buff. Now on to Storm. Where is she? There she is. Now, Storm. She got a buff with, I think, this, like these abilities that she has. This weather control. So her weather control, she got a bonus, she got a boost in terms of the amount of damage that she'd be able to do. Or I would say the team. Yeah. So the boost to allies, it increased by 2%. So instead of a 10% damage boost for her teammates, it's gonna be 12. And then the enhanced version of this would increase it by, I think, about 3% more. So it'll be a 12% to 15% increase. So now it's gonna be 15% whenever she uses the goddess mode, which is the ability that I just used. This one. So this is a 15% damage boost. Goodness gracious, that's a lot. Yeah, she's gonna get a 15% damage boost in that form. Or, well, maybe not her, but her allies. Oh, it's saying allies, but I feel like she's also getting that buff. It looks like it. But yeah, she's gonna get a boost. So her base boost is 12%, and her enhanced boost being the goddess boost, that one will be 15% increase. So on to my boy Spidey. So Spidey got 2 increases. So, oh well, 2 buffs, my bad. So one of his buffs is to his web clusters. Thank the Lord. It is about time. Genuinely, I didn't think they were gonna do it. I thought they were too scared. I was like, oh, okay, are they like they're not gonna touch these web clusters, bro. They're not gonna touch them because they're too scared. They finally managed to pull it off, and it is about time. So now Spidey has a 2-second cooldown for his web clusters to get the energy back. instead of 2.5. So that's a 0.5 second, decrease in time. But that 0.5 seconds is still, it's still pretty good. Like, look at this. It feels so like that is so much better. Not to mention, they increased the damage of his uppercut. So his uppercut does like 10 more damage, right? So it used to do 60 damage, now it does 70. But yeah, those are the only buffs he got, but I think they're pretty good.
Oh, yay!
I swear I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, moving on. You got Punisher. So Punisher. Huh. Okay, so he just lost his team up. So they just gave him a couple of buffs to compensate for the loss of the team up. The bonus help that he would have gotten from the team up. So went from 275 back into that to 300. Honestly, I don't really see the point of using all bonuses when they're just gonna. Anyway. So yeah, they adjusted the fall off of his education, which is his rifle, from at 40 meters from 70 to 85. So he is doing about, I think, actually. So that's one headshot. How many meters? Okay, 40 meters. Bet. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you can see the damage difference. Yeah. This one took a little more damage, this one took slightly less. But this one is how the damage would look at 40 meters or more, which isn't that big a difference from this one. So, yeah, they increase his damage fall off range, so he's able to shoot from a further distance and do a little more of his base damage. At a further range, which I think is pretty good. Moving on. Ooh, yeah, so Wolverine. So he got 3 changes. So, his damage for Savage Claw, that's this one, is going to be slightly increased. So it's going from 0.45 to 0.045 to 0.057%. So it's going to be a small amount of damage increase, but it's something. And then they are going to... Oh, they also did the same thing for his Vicious Rampage. So that's this one. And then this is one I didn't actually know, but his Feral Leap is 12 seconds now instead of 15. So now you can grab people more often. Bring here, boy. Come here. Yeah. Those are the buffs that he got, and there's nothing more for the DPS. So moving on to the supports. Now, let's start off with Adam Warlock. Alright, so when he dies, he gets a, like, his ghost form, or corporeal. Anyway, yeah, his ghost form is going to have more of a move, like a higher movement speed. So, once I die, I should be able to move at a way faster speed than before. Oh yeah, that is a sizable difference. But it seems like the time... Am I tripping? I'll wait the 15 seconds. Alright. Yeah, okay, so you don't have as much time to be in its ghost form as you used to. I guess that's fair. And the last thing that got changed was his ultimate. So his ultimate charges up slightly. Let me make sure I'm not getting this wrong. Yeah, so he gets his ult slightly faster. Alright, moving on. Invis. Oh, Invis. Honestly, I think her buffs are my favorite in terms of the supports. Actually, let me see. Yeah. Alright, so Invis, she got some decent buffs. She got some sizable buffs, honestly. So, the orb projection hit, that's her primary attack. That got a damage increase of 5. Like, they increased the damage by 5. So it does 30 damage in total instead of 25. And I think that's what, per hit? Okay, so yeah, she got her attack damage is now 30 from 25. And the speed of the projectile was also increased by like 30 meters per second. So instead of 120 meters per second, it's now 150. So like you can see the speed. It wasn't shooting as fast before. That much I could say. Used to hate that, honestly. I could be more accurate. And then they increased the force physics length that being her push or pull ability. They increase the distance, like they increase the range of that basically from 30 meters to 35 meters. I did not know how all that range. Goodness gracious, fam. And then they also they gave her a new effect on her guardian shield. So that's the little shield that she puts up in the front of teammates. And they made it so that you could actually call it in the front of yourself. So now, you, like, whenever you get in, let's say you get in died by a Black Panther or something, even though nobody uses it anymore. Let's say you get in died by him. You can put this up now and kind of somewhat protect yourself, heal yourself and whatnot, giving your teammates some time to get back there and help you, which they're probably not going to do because for some reason they forget this is a team game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then for Cloak and Dagger, she got a tiny little buff, and her health is now 275 instead of 250. I did not know this. I was not aware of this. Yeah. And then Rocket, who I also didn't know got buffs, he got buffs. So his stuff, his BRB cooldown, basically, this gotta change. Hold on. So yeah, it got a 5-second cooldown. I mean, 5 seconds less on the cooldown. So instead of 45 seconds to res, it'll be 40 seconds. Those 5 seconds will be helpful to a degree. And then we also have an increase to the repair mode maximum count. So that means his ball, well, his healing thing, like these healing bubbles, he has more of those instead of I think I is what he used to have. Oh, what's it? Actually, how much did he used to have? Yeah. So he used to have 5. No, he didn't. I feel like that may have been a I think they might have misinterpreted. Anyway, they may have the wrong information. Pretty sure he had 6 shots before, and now he has 8. Because they're saying it changed from 5 to 7. Obviously, it's not true because I have 8 shots, not 7. So I'm pretty sure they changed it from 6 shots to 8 shots because I'm pretty sure you had 6 before. So yeah, they changed it. They gave him like two more shots. Is basically what I'm saying. And then they increased the bombard mode projectile speed from 150 meters to 180. Y'all can say this is a, what do you call it? Y'all can call this, like his primary fire, whatever you want, but, this is not hit scan. This thing is not hit scan. I refuse. Like, you can say what you want, this thing is not hit scan. That's not how hit scan works. When you press the button, and they're in, like, if they're moving, whether they're moving or not, if you press the button and that person is in the reticle, they're gonna get hit, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But with this kind of thing, if you're on the, like, if the reticle is on them and they don't get hit, that's not hit scan, is it? That's not, like, you can't call that hit scan, my guy. Like, maybe I'm misinterpreting what in the world hit scan is supposed to mean, but I'm pretty sure this is not hit scan. If I have to lead my shots, that's not hit scan. That's like me using a bow and arrow. I'm not gonna go ahead and say a bow and arrow is hit scan, same as with Hawkeye, because it's not hit scan. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can fight me. Fight me. Don't actually do that. I'm not a violent person. At least I try not to. Yeah. His bullets got a speed projectile speed increase. So it shoots faster, basically. Still not hit scan though, because if they gotta increase the projectile flight speed, then it's a projectile-based weapon, therefore it is not hit scan. Sorry about that, but yeah, I heard some people talking about how Rocket was a hit scan That he absolutely is not. That's not how it works. Over here trying to gaslight themselves into thinking he's hit scan, bro. Oh, talking about, oh, the bullets do come out instantly. It's just that it comes out delayed. That's not how it works. Oh my god, if it's coming out delayed, that's how it's scan. Whatever, bro. Yeah, moving on. Loki got a he got a nice buff. I won't lie. It's about time. Cause as much as I complained about this guy, they nerfed the wrong thing. Like I complained about him because he was irritating to fight against. He was irritating to fight against because of how fast he was getting his ult. It's literally just back-to-back ults. No one's trying to deal with that. And I think we could all at least agree on that much, right? No one's trying to deal with a stall match of Loki's, bro. Like, I had to bite the bullet and do that myself a few times because I know how to use Loki. And even then, I still don't like it. I had to use it, but that doesn't mean I like it. Anyway, that being said, Loki got increased health, so now he has 275 health, while his clones have 250, apparently, for whatever reason. Not gonna question it though. And then they have his damage. His damage when he hits enemies is going to do more. Apparently, it says that it adjusts the mystical missiles damage fall off, which is his main attack, at 3 meters from 50% to 80%. So at 3 meters. At 3 meters? Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm guessing what they mean is this. So, oh my goodness. I hate you all. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, this is a 3 meter difference. This is 4 meters. Okay, yeah, I see now. Yeah, so the damage fall off is for the actual radius of the blast itself, it seems, not the person. I thought it was the person for a second. I got confused. So I'm like, wait, you expected me to stand 3 meters from my enemy at max to get the max damage from this thing? Absolutely not. Anyway, but you also get to heal your teammates. For like 10 more health if you hit them directly with the heals. Look at that. Beautiful, ain't it? I don't know what counts as a direct hit though. Like I feel like they're talking about like if you do this, right? But if you look at this health, wait, let me see something. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, it is different. So instead of 3 shots, it'd be 2. Okay, never mind then. You can see the difference though. It's like, it's gonna be more either way. Yeah. A lot of decent changes, in my opinion. Now let's move on to the team-ups. Starting off with Blade and Moon Knight. So with this team-up, Moon Knight is the anchor, Blade is the beneficiary, and this is what it looks like. It literally sends out giant Onks, not Onks, crescent moon blades to bounce off of enemies. So as long as you do this into a group of enemies, they're good. Like, look at that. You're not gonna tell me this wouldn't be overpowered. Well, not overpowered, so, but like, you can't tell me this wouldn't at least be very useful in a fight where people are grouping up a little too much, you know? Too bad Moon Knight's never gonna see the light of day if, if people have any kind of common sense. Yeah, that's one. Moving on to the other team up. This one is a Magneto and Gambit team up. Speaking of which, I gotta show y'all how Gambit looks. At least I'm gonna explain what I understood from what I from playing it. I'll do what I've understood from all that. Now, Gambit's team up with Magneto gives Magneto his sword back. This is my boy right here. This ain't the OG sword, but this is really strong. My goodness. I think it's brutal. Let me see.
どうやら仲間が来たようだな。
Oh my goodness, what have I done? Okay, Mike, where are you? Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, let's try that thing one last time. I do want to use it on a... Actually, let me do it. Magneto! Osorero! Senzai no Ryoku Kaihou! Oh, that's dangerous. Alright. So basically, what I'm getting from this one is, with this team up, you just get like these giant swords that have a decent amount of a hitbox. It has a giant hurt box. Well, hitbox, my bad. And you can kind of combo it, as you can see. You can combo it with that. You want to see what's coming, you know? Make sure it's fully charged first. Otherwise, you're not going to do any damage with it. Anyway, that's that one. Now for the last one, this one is with Hawkeye.
Avengers であることは俺の人生で一番素晴らしいことさ。
Where is it? There it is. So this one is with his sword. Alright. Unfortunately, it seems like they haven't said anything on that. Alright. I don't think they explain like the amount that should be getting healed. But it's alright. Alright, now we got something changing up. So we got those gone. Oh yeah, there's another one. It's another one for Phoenix and Black Widow. This one I've actually personally used in a match. It's alright. I kind of like it. And honestly, I kind of wish you could keep it too, because this would genuinely make her like viable for something, you know? Like she could genuinely be a third support if need be. Now, as you can see, I heal more on direct hits. So like, oh wait, first I have to get low. And I took 3 shots. That took like 13 shots. Let's see the direct hit times more. So yeah, very large difference there. And then on top of that, you can still do a decent amount of damage to the enemies. It's kind of the same way. Like if you hit them directly, they get like they take most of the damage. Well, they're gonna take more damage, of course. I mean, they get directly. And if you hit them, they don't get headshot, of course, so you don't actually have to worry about headshotting them. Which I think is pretty ridiculous. And then the Phoenix wings, they look kind of nice with Black Widow's fit, or the Phoenix fit with Black Widow. Pretty good. I think that's just about it. It is, yeah. With that being said, let's move on to the man of the hour again. Whew, better make a name for myself, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah. So, support. Didn't see it coming, won't lie. But I'm happy. I'm happy that he is. So his primary fire can heal, which I was wondering when he first came out. I wanted to know if he could actually like heal with these card attacks, or it was just like only if he did this or something, you know. I was kind of afraid that he was gonna be a hybrid instead of just, you know, a decent support. I mean, to be fair, he is kind of a hybrid in the sense that he can actually do some decent damage on his own. Like, if you look at this, I think that speaks for itself, you know. But yeah, so his primary attack heals. His L2 also heals, right? But I wouldn't really use it for that purpose unless I'm healing myself. So, gonna take a bit of damage here. One more. Come on. There we go. Alright, so 25 health left. That's 88. 151. So, with two of them, you can basically get pretty much half of his health back. And I'm pretty sure in Gambit's case, the closer you are, the more you'll be able to heal them, because it's 3 separate cards that he's shooting out. So you kind of have to hit them all if you want to heal for like the most, you know? Like so if you're healing from a distance, expect to not heal as much. Which is why when I use him, I stay kind of close to my teammates. And he also has a dash, so this, right? And he can combo that with his L2. So for most people, dash would be O on, well, PS5. Not really sure. I think it would be B on the Xbox. But yeah, he's gonna be able to dash and then use his L2 while he's dashing. So you kind of have to use it all in one motion. So I like to think of it as like Daredevil in a sense, or no, my bad, Mantis in this case. I mean, not Mantis, Magic in this case, right? So like how Magic would go through a portal and then she could use a dash like right after. Or, my bad, she could go through a portal and then press like 1 or 2 buttons in order to do her stuff. But I'm gonna use that explanation for one of his other abilities, these cards. So, in his case, I was supposed to later. It's fine. Anyway, in his case, he can dash and do that. It heals teammates, and it could also cleanse them of whatever effects the enemy might have on them. So whether it be like, I'm pretty sure anti-heal, certain abilities that stun and whatnot, you can cleanse those kind of things off by doing this. But sometimes I just kind of save that one for myself if I don't need it for those specific purposes. I'll use it for myself to get away from enemies trying to dive me for whatever reason. That way I could survive, live to see another day, kind of thing. Now, onto the cards. So, he has 2 cards. He has one for hearts and one for spades. And the one for hearts is what you would use for heals. Now, if you want to use the part of the kit that the card is for, in particular, you'll understand what I mean later. But if you want to use what the card, like the card for its actual ability, then you're gonna double tap the one that you want to use. But you need 2 cards in the as you can see, the 4 cards on my screen right now. You're gonna have to use 2 of them in order to get the effect of the one that you want to use, or get rid of the card. So you're either gonna be using the card or getting rid of the card. And in this case, right, if I want to heal multiple teammates, like let's say all of them are low, somewhat like this, I would do this, press it again. Oh wow, He died, never mind. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. So, they're low on health. Double tap that. And they're gonna get a healing bonus. So now I can heal them for more health, while also being able to give them a decent amount of burst healing from the Hearts deck. So I'm gonna call it the Heart deck, right? And then for the Spade deck, this one is solely for damaging enemies. It's solely for the purpose of like inconveniencing the opposite team. So you press R1 twice, and you can get anti-heal on the opposite team. Now, that one is an AoE, so you can actually hit multiple opponents with that. If they're close enough, they're all gonna get hit with that. And it does a somewhat decent amount of damage as well. I like to kind of catch people off guard with that. Like, if I'm dealing damage with Gambit for whatever reason, then I'm gonna hit them twice with this, and then hit them a third time with that. The anti-heal. Deal a decent amount of damage to them and make it difficult for them to get healed in the first place. And I finish the job or get back to my team. And then we have the opposite of that. So that was me using the cards. Now this is how you would also get rid of the cards. So let's say in this case I use the heart card, but I don't actually have any reason to use it. I could get rid of them, but in order for me to get rid of them, I have to press the opposite button. So I would be pressing the heart card, and then I would be pressing the spade card, and then that would have me throw the cards in all directions while dealing damage from all directions. Or it seems to also get healing from all directions. I was not aware of that. Okay, I think I see what's happening. I may have misunderstood one of these things. So, with the healing boost, if I flush the card, right, which would be, you know, me getting rid of the card. Wait a dang second, what? Oh, I get it now, I get it, my bad. So this one will launch cards in all directions while healing teammates, right? So like this, I'll be healing like within a wide radius. And if I wanted to do damage, then I would do the opposite, so it would be spade and then heart, and then it does damage. Alright, there we go. That's my fault. Sorry for the slight bit of misinformation. Got y'all. So yeah, makes me way better at healing. Actually, that's the case. Yeah, so I misunderstood like a part of that kit. I thought like no matter which one of these you did, you were gonna do the same thing. I thought it was all gonna be damage, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So that's good. So I'd like to think of this as like a Daredevil, part Mantis kind of thing. Because like he's gonna be focusing on a lot of different things, you know. Like, he's a somewhat advanced character. This kid is somewhat advanced, so I would say like that's why it has elements of like he feels like he has elements of Mantis and Daredevil, and even a little bit of magic in there, if I'm being completely honest. And now, his ultimate. So, his ultimate is a kind of a line of sight, but you don't really, it's not exactly line of sight. It's more like as long as you're looking in the direction of where your teammates are, you can hit them. So as you can see, right, there's like 3 red circles that was covering all of my teammates. So all of my teammates got this buff. I didn't have to actually be near them in order for them to get that buff. I just had to be looking in their general direction. So as long as I'm doing that and I'm standing, you know, within a decent distance of them, I can hit them with it. And that's basically his kit. He has his own melee. It's just a staff swing. And I have used it in a match. Really, it was just like this. I'm not really sure if that makes much of a difference, though. So I don't really do that often unless someone's like really up close and personal. Alright, now let's get ourselves in a match, shall we? I've been training enough, you know what I'm saying? I vote. People been doing this nonsense all day, though. I'm not gonna lie. They pick this Gambit guy, and they do literally nothing the entire match, bro. Like they'll literally be playing the guy like he's a DPS. Like, bro, give it a rest. He's not for you, little bro. Leave him to the professionals, like me. Like, I'm straight up close to having these two on Lord. Like, they're both almost finished. Like, they're both Centurion. Actually, all 3 of these characters are sent. The only ones that aren't sent in here is the other 4. But he's captain. I'm pretty sure he's either captain or on his way to captain. And he's also on his way to captain, if not already captain. This one I'm not touching. Screw this character. But yeah. Like, I know my stuff when it comes to some of these characters, bro. It's like, some of them have very similar play styles, and some of them you can just kind of use information from one character and apply it to the other, you know? Alright, let me go ahead. Yeah, why not? It should be a decent one. Yeah, it's not happening, bro. I'm sorry. It's like 2 people right there that can use this team up versus me getting the bonus. You know, that's not really going to be all too helpful, if I'm being honest. Anyway. We got this. I believe in me. I believe in we. Believe in us. But while I'm at it, let me go ahead and put on some music. Why not? ミッションエリアを占領するだけだよ。いい？
そうだな。ミュータントたちは確かに忘れられない宴を約束してくれたようだ。また厄介な相手ね。ようやくか。何かいながら相手が来たぞ。効き目抜群の薬だ。
Alright, Nigel. Yeah, you're not doing all that. Gotta go back to your hero role, bro. I want them to focus on the supports because they actually can't kill any of them big. They're getting constantly realistic. No! So close. That's dead. And it would have been able to get better if we'd killed one of the supports. Like, literally just one of them. Alright, let me see. Me. Yeah, me, Ben, Magic, yeah, all of our ult. Oh, there we go. What's up? That's not good. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's Gambit. Every time I see this character, bro, every time I see Gambit, bro, he just... I don't know why, but he just looks like an DPS, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I look at him and I'm like, oh, shoot, that's a DPS. Let me go to my support, get some heals or something. Nah. Yeah, this match ended pretty quickly. Something ain't right, bro. Pretty sure I'm getting a decent amount of heals. It's not like another issue. Like, they're doing their thing. If I'm like from what I'm seeing, because I'm not like, it's not like I'm dying instantly or something. But I'm also, I don't think I'm overextending. I'll have to see. Maybe I am overextending. I don't know.
Battle 開始まで5、4、3、2、1。ミッションエリアを占領するだけだよ。いい？
Gonna block. Okay. Bro, y'all gotta step behind me. You grant Venom. Okie dokie then. I don't know about that, bro. A lot of Venoms I've seen. Bro, they got that already? Let's see. Do you have any? Okay. Next time, I don't like how this invis keeps on stepping in front of me, though. Like, let me move in the front, please. Yeah, my shit's gone. Oh, that's that. The hell we just started out, though? What's the point of that? Alright. Alright. point. Bro, no, bro. No, I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that, bro. Thank you. That's gracious, bro. Trying to be careful about this ult, bro, because I know that if I mess this up, I need a better character suited for this one.
宇宙がここで終わろうとも私は最後まで戦う
I'm trying to separate one of the tanks or something. Maybe one of the supports? Bro, she can't keep on getting this up to speed, bro. There's no way. Like, bro, literally, bro, 3 ults in 1 round is crazy work, bro. No matter how you put it, that is crazy work. Jeez, man. What do I even say to that, bro? Of course. And they keep on putting me in matches with people in silver, bro. I don't care if they're on my team or the opposite team. That means you're not getting bans. Oh my goodness. And then a person ain't loading in too. That's great. So now I'm gonna be sitting in this loading screen for about 5 minutes. And then just for them to say, oh, this person hasn't connected, try again. My goodness, bro. Why do they do this? Apologies for this, teammates. Apologies. You don't say. My goodness, man. only for the same people to end up queuing up. Oh my goodness, bro. And then this time it's not even a silver on their team. It's only on our team now. Fun. Really fun. Why are we doing triple support again, bro? Every single match today has been the same nonsense, bro. He is not a DPS. Stop allowing these people to get away with using him like one. Dang.
すべてのものは私の領土に帰する。すべての川が海に帰するようにな。
バトル開始まで5、4、3、2、1。ミッションエリアを占領するだけだよ。いい？4つ数えるのに解散させるべきかしら。
Ain't the only one that could shoot, bro. Don't let me get that headshot. Yeah, don't let me get that headshot, bro. You know better. Lucky I can't see because all these dang health things. I know I wasn't tripping. You're not gonna back to spawn. I love how that just canceled all my bird mode. That's one. Thank goodness, bro. Goodness gracious. Gotta be kidding me. Good. Is that Mantis? Oh, these people. I tried to get the support yet again. Oh my goodness, bro. No way, bro. No way, bro. Ah, so whatever. It's fine. I'll promote the same quality. it like. Alright. Not going anywhere. I like that. And I like that. And I like that. Bro, but anytime I get hit with multiple shots. Bro, wasted his time. Oh, and all my stuff sucks. Alright, so how many flies, right? No. No, it's supposed to be a Lord Album. No, that's funny. What? Wait, what? Bro, how is he still alive? Oh, bro, this is BS in there. Every time, bro. Bro, there's no way. Why no trickling? Are y'all good? Dang. Like, they really went in one by one in a line, bro. Like, it's no wonder y'all dying. Oh my goodness, these people are tweakers. Stay here until everyone shows up. Thank you very much. Alright, let's go.
Fantastic!
Yep, you failed. You failed miserably. Do it, I dare you. You don't have the ball.
そろそろ変化が必要ね。あなたの陣営も。勝ちたいなら最高のチームを揃えましょう。私はミュータントの力と少しだけ悪魔の魔法も使える。
Wait a minute. We're defending, right? So I'm gonna need to go with someone with range. Maybe I could go with the hybrid in this case. Because I'm gonna need range, but I'm also gonna need to be able to fight up close, just in case they do get too close. Bro, this skin for Blade is clean as hell, bro. Like, bro. They're gonna see an avatar. I can't shoot at 8. Really? Angela? Come on, man. Why though? Like, why were you? Alright, bro. Yeah. So I don't trust some of these people on these new characters, fam. You playing? Alright, I'm looking too good there. Still not gotta chill. Now let me back up a little bit. Gambit 様に降りるテーブルなんで。狩りの始まりだ。Lucky. She should be dead, right? No? I was about to say. Man, I like that, Angie. Can't break those. Okay. Ain't happening, bro. That's just fun. Pero. You wouldn't. Loki. Alright. 4 supports. My goodness, these people. Desperate. You need a backup. No, that's Loki. That's crazy. No, could have killed her. Sure, yeah, got her. Just need to push out of that ult. That was a teleport. In there, are you sure? And just like that. It's a dub. Yeah, there. Who was fourth support, bro? This goofy. You're weird, bro. You're weird. Well, they had to switch 4 supports to try and push forward, bro. And still lost. That's crazy work. This person going 0 kills, though, is... Yeah, I think he sold the hardest on their team. My days. Oh well. The reason I'm so confident with this character is because I pretty much already know how he works entirely. Like, he doesn't play much differently from some of the other characters I use. So it was pretty easy to pick up. Alright.
宇宙で多くの人間が目にすることのない奇跡を僕は見てきた。
父が始めた戦いを私が終わらせるんだ。誇りに思ってもらえたらいいな。
I think we're the ones pushing it forward now.
僕はとてももらうから誰かが守らなきゃいけない。
攻撃開始まであと30秒。準備して。
ピーターは何が正しいことなのか考えたことはある。毎晩出かけて愛する人たちを危険にさらしていることについてとか。
もちろん考えたことがあるよ、ペニ
ー。バトル開始まで5、4、3、2、1。
ただいま。もう少しで倒れるところだ。その場でかなり痛いよ。パワー回復中。
やべえ、誰か助けてくれ。背中が痛い。大変だな。彼女とスパイダーが必要なんだ。
What just happened? Can I place this thing? Not actually new stores though. Not doing this nonsense. And how did they destroy that, bro? Yeah. I can already tell Smash isn't gonna go too well. Shots on me. Dang.
残り60秒よ。
保護を追加してくれたの？
彼らをその場で止められたわね。
花火を見せてあげる。
癒しの時間だ。 痛すぎる。いいタイミングだ。自分を取り戻したぞ。ドラゴンは解き放たれた。
残り30秒よ。
耐えるぞ。
本気で攻めてきてるな。
私たちいいチームだね。
最後の10秒。
これかなり痛いよ。
マグニート。
勝利が決まるまで戦い続ける。
いつものことだ。私が働き、父上はただ眠りにつくだけ。
彼らがチェックポイントに到達したわ。早く阻止しましょう。
Don't know why you'd use that in that situation. Oh, of course. It's gonna work. My lord, man.
後ろにいる。
勢いが
あの車両を止めなきゃ。寒いわ。
Of course. Gosh. Let's do that. Disrupt him a little bit. Damn. What the hell? Oh, they are holding me. Okay, whatever. Bro, what is up with this dash, bro? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was dumb on my part. Fuck off, man. Dude, I'm not gonna survive this. God, everybody back off, bro. You are a support, not a DPS. Oh, days, man. You can't listen. Jeez, man.
スタート。ライフエル邪悪は生命の敵よ。だから私は生命を守るために邪悪と戦う。攻撃開始まであと30秒。準備して。
Why would you? Why? What's the point of that? Tell me.
バトル開始まで5、4、
These people are trying to give me a headache. Not gonna work.
あの車両を目的地まで届けるのよ。
Look at that. Bro, she just managed me at all. Okay.
心も体も、そして魂も戻ってきたわ。どいて。助けて。さよなら。寒いわ。勝利の手だ。こっちがの出番だ。
That doesn't even make sense. She's already using all. What? Bro, what just happened?
スカーレットウィッチ、いつでも呼んで。ライトフォースを解放する準備ができたわ。
We're not winning this.
一人も逃がさないよ。ねえ、苦いの勝利だ。
よし。
ガンビット様に降りるテーブルはねえ。
もう少し今さら引き返してダメよ。
みっともない。
完璧な。
Dummy.
蝶の舞を食らえ。
つけられるかしら。
Thought you were safe. Goofy.
もう大丈夫。
まだいいぞ。ガキどもにいい手法を見せたな。
車両がチェックポイントに到達したわ。そのまま勢いを維持して。
いいわね。
なんかしっくりこないわね。
俺を傷つけることはできない。
逃がさないわよ。
3 and 10, bro. Come on, man. You're using Scarlet the whole match, bro. Get up off of Scarlet, seriously. Oh my goodness, bro. We are not winning this. We are not winning this. Like, I'm just wondering, bro, why these guys are just overpowering us no matter what tank they use and whatnot. Come to find out, bro's going 3 and 7 and stuff, bro. I didn't got a kill from the first part of the first round. Come on, come on, come on. Do it. Oh my lord, bro. Way more about killing me than healing your teammate, bro. Surprise, surprise. Gambits, bro. There's no way she could have survived that thing. Bro, what type of nonsense, bro? Of course I get pulled. Very conveniently at that exact moment. And this person goes from Scarlet to Spider-Man. You cannot tell me this person is not intentional. You cannot convince me. Throws an idiot. You can see the Emma looking at the Punisher over there. He decides to turn over in my direction, the less dangerous one, and get himself killed. But where did she come from, bro? Why does she keep on talking to me? Nope, gone. I'm not gonna reach them. That's crazy. Wow. Holy shit. Yes. Five and 13, bro. He's actively selling, bro. Come on, just go third support at this point. At least you'd be of some use.
ラウンド3スタート。
元の世界に戻るまでは私は休まないわ。
攻撃開始まであと30秒。準備して。
ここが片付いたらバックスタービルディングに来てくれてもいいわよ。
サンキュー。だがこの町でやることがあるんだ。無実の人たちの命がかかってるからな。
もう十分たくさんの命を救ってきたでしょ。正義だってたまには休んでもいいのよ。
バトル開始まで5、4、3、2、1。
おい、奴らが来たぞ。
透明になってないの。一方の刀は心を貫き、もう一方は傷つける。
あの車両を目的地まで届けるのよ。
Why am I in base Psylocke? What the heck? Can I switch to base gun?
もう大丈夫。
残り30秒よ。
逃がさないわよ。
時間が重要だ。
I'm just doing this fast for time.
最後の10秒。半分まで来たわ。そのまま進んで。
獲物を見つけたわ。
勝者が決まるまで戦い続けて。
もう大丈夫よ。ゼロ、あなたはもう私たちの仲間よ。
Oh my god.
よくなしが透明になってないの。心配いらないわ。私が守る。
世界を相手に。
引き寄せられる感じ。
アメイジングスパイダーマンをなめるなよ。
私のものよ。見つけられるかしら。癒しの魔法。いいわね。超の魔力。
No! Why did you hop off the point? I did that so you wouldn't have to hop off. That's fine.
あなたの陣営も。勝ちたいなら最高のチームを揃えましょう。
私の大太刀は鋭いけど、私の心はもっと鋭いわ。
I need to stall.
俺たちはベノム。お前は取るに足らぬ存在だ。
We're cooked.
ラウンド4スタート。
I could have switched to support at any point in time during this match. And it would have been fine. He chose not to, though.
攻撃開始まであと30秒。準備して。
俺の武器はお前が透明になってもロックオンできるんだぞ。
同じ側にいるはずだっ
These
た。
people are extremely dangerous to themselves.
一瞬で変わることだってある。
覚えておくわ。そうなった
バトル開始まで5、4、3、2、1。
The fact that I couldn't hit him on all just now is kind of
あの
safe.
車両をその場で止めて。
I used that at the wrong time. Fine.
残り60秒よ。
Come on, Spidey. And lose. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's awesome.
アメージングスパイダーマンをなめるなよ。
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, you're dang right I'm so loyal to the Venom. Like, he was the only one there, and I needed to not die at that exact moment so we could survive long enough to stall him. So, yeah, my fault. But at the same time, it worked out, you know? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Also, was good. We had a teammate actively selling, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll show you in a second. This person right here, bro. Bro was actively selling, bro. Alright, so see what had happened was... I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where to go, bro. Like I got so lost in that game. I actually didn't know where to go. But we got it. Oh, you know, new season, season 5. You know, that's cool. All right. I have tried going left, right, up, and down. Neither has worked. I feel like I'm missing something, like a room. Probably a skill issue. That's a strong possibility. I'll consider it. You mean like sending a screenshot of the map or something? Most of the areas I can't get to is because of wall climbing and stuff. And I'm pretty sure I looked up how to get the wall climb, but the thing I had to do in order to get the wall climb, I couldn't do. Either because I couldn't find the area or something else I actually can't remember. So I'll probably look it up again on my own time, and then when I finally find out where to go, then I'll start streaming it, and you know, continue from there. And then that way, at least I'll be able to go way more places than before. I figured. But it was something specific that I had to do in order to get to the area, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even remember what it was, because I haven't been on there in a bit.
Today,
私の大太刀は鋭いけど、私の心は私の大太刀は鋭いけど、私の心はもっと鋭いわ。
さあ、誰をこの試合から追放しよ
う。私の大太刀は鋭いけど、私の心はもっと鋭いわ。
It's good. VOD reviews. Not sure what that is. I swear I heard that before, but no, I'm not sure what that is. I might have. If you don't mind, could you elaborate though? Oh, that's what you mean. What kind of game? Oh. Oh yeah, no, I haven't done that in a bit. I usually do that with my own stuff or like with some of my friends, but I haven't really done it on stream, so to speak. But I could do it, yeah. The heck? No, this is honor. Okay.
あんたのステルス能力はいい暗殺者になるわ。前にもそう言われたことがあったけど、そういう暴力的なのは嫌いなのよね。もしこっちの世界に来たら、そうならざるを得ないわ。
I'm seeing. I don't need anything specific, just movement besides the wall jump, like dash and drift is close. I don't know if I have drift this close. Wait, do I? Yeah, I think I do. It's like the regular dash, right? Just so then, yeah. But I don't have anything outside of that, like sprint. Alright. Oh, that. Okay, yeah, I got that. Hey, I want those ones. I do not want those ones. It's like you don't want those ones. Oh, you lucky piece of garbage, bro. You bum, bro. Yeah, the tank here, bro. Oh my goodness. People are never that accurate with that thing, bro. What's happening at that? Oh, these are these, bro. Oh boy. Okay. No, I'm not. Y'all like it? Don't run, Rocket. Yeah. Don't leave him out of time, bro. Ah, dang. That's not good. Ooh, grab. Ah, DPS Luna. Typical. No way, bro. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're not making that. That's what it is. It's just something. I wonder if it's because the tanks aren't getting healed. Because Mag is 2 and 4 at the moment, and then the next one's 5 and 4. Okay, at least someone else went support. But this ain't a good support lineup, you know, like... Okay. I guess that could work. Yeah. That could work. Surprise, surprise. Alright. Alright. Come on. So it's, whoops, wrong thing. Bruh. This one? This one? Oops, wrong thing. Lord, hello. Nice.
誰もが死の宿命から逃れることはできない。
大したことではない。今後君の国に足を踏み入れるミュータントはもういなくなるだろう。
お前の民はもちろんお前の言うことを聞く。しかし
68k heals is crazy, by the way. My God. I have never. Seems like a really long life. Goodness gracious. Oh, no, it's Hawkeye. That makes sense. They made a guy with a bow and arrow more dangerous than a woman with a sniper. Oh, something? Yeah. Alright, so I'm seeing the immediate issue. You're playing too close to the tank. Gotta be back just at like just a little bit. Like you don't have to be all the way in the back or anything. Cause like your aim is pretty dang good, so yeah. The only thing is staying like a little further in the back of the tanks. And your ability usage with the specifically the daggers, like the throwable explosive daggers, you can use those more often. Because like at the very beginning, I think, hold on if I could find it. Like before y'all captured this point, right? There was a point in time where you could have definitely tore them apart. Well, it wouldn't have killed them, but it would have been able to pressure them more to back up, you know? So like right here, right after this kill, that area right there, you could have launched those daggers right there. I would suggest launching them like past Magneto, because there's always the chance that he could block it, and then you know you wouldn't get any damage or anything like that, you know. But it would literally just be for the pressure per what do you mean? I mean, what do you? It'll be for the purpose of stunning them, like pressuring them a little bit, you know, just being able to push them back. So other than that, you're doing pretty good. So like just stay back just ever so slightly, because you don't want to be too much in the line of fire of everyone else. Like that's it. That's really the key to your survival, if anything, on Hela. Because I'm almost Lord on Hela, not quite. But since I've been using it, like, you know, a little bit, my aim isn't like where it used to be. So I'm getting it, like, I'm gonna get that back to that point sooner or later. And mainly what I've been doing whenever I'm playing Hela, either I'm playing like decently like far away from what's happening to the tank, so I don't get caught in the crossfire, but close enough so I... hold on, let me see. Alright, why does it go back to that point? Alright, there we go. Alright, so in this, like, yeah, I would say it is, but that's mainly because, you did not, like, you weren't focusing on any specific person. Like, I've been guilty of doing that a lot before. Like, when I wasn't really used to using the hit scan characters, I've been guilty of doing that a lot. So I just like kind of shoot at stuff until I hit something. But when you focus on one specific target, you get more accurate. and your aim isn't gonna be perfect 100% of the time. So you just like it's to be expected that you miss a couple shots here and there, right? And especially in the heat of the moment when there's like a lot of stuff happening around you, it's like that stuff can be distracting and it can make it difficult for you to be able to hit your shots and stuff. You know? That right there, that was perfect. that right there was perfect. Like you can use, like, usually when I use those daggers, I'll use them at any given opportunity. Even if it doesn't get a kill, I'll use it. It's not like about getting the kill, it's about pressuring them enough to move back in this situation. Decent ult too. Got them off that point. Give y'all a little bit of space to move forward. Much better usage on the daggers as well. Alright, now, at that exact point, right? This point, when you stunned all of them, you could have launched some daggers in there, like right then. Even if it wouldn't kill them, it would have been something, you know? Because like any bit of damage is good, because one of your teammates could potentially clean up that kill anyway, you know? But it's not like, I don't really think it would have changed how much in this situation, since it sounded like Gambit ulted at that moment. So I'll let that one slide. It is what it is, you know? Another thing you could do on Hela, you could use off angles to your advantage as opposed to like just standing behind your tanks. Because yeah, you could stand behind your tanks just fine as long as they're able to, you know, stop all those shots from coming your way. But if worst comes to worst, you could go up to like that left side, over there. It wouldn't have been that safe, don't get me wrong, but it would have gotten their attention on something else. If you could split the attention of that team, you could cause them to crumble inside, which is why dives are so dangerous most of the time. Like, they cause the whole team or like half the team to turn around, and then everyone that's still in the front and focusing on the full team in the front, they get enfolded because it's not like they can have that much to really push back. Their attention is focused on something else, so that means they can't really fight fully, you know? So yeah. And they got laid out though. To be fair, in that situation, it would have been better to just stay on the point. It's like, you don't want to be straying too far from your team. And honestly, bro, using Hela on this map is so strange sometimes because you could be blocked by building so easily on this map and not get any damage with your ult. It's annoying. But that right there, that's a good place to use an ult. Whenever your people do that kind of thing to you while you're ulting, just ignore them. Unless it's like unignorable, like if Strange jumps in your face and then puts up a shield. That's, you know, that's not something you can ignore. But if it's someone that's intentionally flying directly in your line of sight, just ignore them, because they're just doing that to make you waste your ult. Mona is so annoying for that, bro. Well, I hate that. It's like, it's not even much you could do about that, bro. Who killed him now? Who got that kill? Magneto. I swear, bro, Magneto just be sniping people sometimes, bro. Like, dude, that spike that he throws, that thing has so much, like, that has a large hitbox. I was wondering how he was able to hit me so easily with that thing sometimes. Yeah, this is one of those situations where it's just like, wait for the tank to get there before you start fighting. That was a full team and I was just like, what, you and Scarlet? Start him. Can't be helped. Push forward a little bit too aggressively there. From what I could see though, the main issue isn't so much with your damage or kills. You're doing fine in that area. It's mainly your position in that's getting you killed a lot. So like, with characters like Hela and stuff, she will use this range to her advantage. You want to use that as much as possible. Right? Like, unless you're in a situation where you can't just straight up overpower them. Like, let's say you're standing in a cloak and dagger ult or something like that, and they don't have any defensive ults ready or something, then go crazy, right? But when it's like, when you see yourself taking like a crap ton of damage and like your supports are just barely keeping you alive, that should be your cue to back up just a little bit. Because sometimes maybe your tank is getting overwhelmed with the amount of damage they're taking and whatnot. And you might want to back up so you could get healed better, wouldn't get attacked as much. Yeah, stay behind cover a lot. Like that, staying behind cover, using off angles, and playing a little further back from your tanks, because playing that close to the tanks, like most of the times that you died during that round was because you were like really close to the tanks. So you were taking like a lot of the attacks that they were taking, like a lot of the damage that they could have taken, you took as well. Yeah. Yeah, Penny is a great example of that. I also gotta commend you for making that switch, because you thought your team might have needed the extra heal. Smart move, especially in this case. You just y'all just straight up overpowered them. Like certain things like this, small switches and whatnot, like that could be the difference between you winning a game and you losing a game. Smart pull. Oh crap! You're right. Bro, dumb self, my fault, bro. Bro, I have my child for that. Hold on. Let's start that over again. Oh goodness. Wait. There we go. Oh, that's why I did that. Alright. I got it now. Psylocke. I stand by what I say, bro. That was a nice pull. I'm not taking that back. That was a good pull. Like, bro, you gotta respect it sometimes, bro. I do the same thing. Like, when I'm able to pull a person away from their team and get them, KO'd for my team, I consider that a dub. In fact, I should get on their invis. Oh, they didn't have an invis. Never mind. Alright. I'll take that back. Alright, so right off the bat, too close. Psylocke is a character in particular that benefits from off angles or staying a distance. Like, her and Hela, I think, play very similarly. The only difference is, like, the way they shoot and the skills that they have. Psylocke has an easier time escaping from a fight, so you could use that to your advantage, like, to get a little more aggressive if need be. But for the most part, you don't want to be getting, like, that close to them, like what you did just now, you know? I wouldn't even say that, honestly, because it's like, if you look at, I think, someone was using Penny on their team. This is something. Because, like, they got through this point, like, way too easily for a Penny to be on this side, bro. Like, I don't know. Okay. Oh. Yeah, there was just nothing she could do there. My days. Alright, so what about... What about him now? So I think we can both see the issue here, right? Like with the defense, the tank here. He has a little bit of an aiming situation going on. Like right in the front of him. But I mean, at least he was surviving to a degree. But yeah, the aiming though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like that was in the right lineup of tanks. Considering what they had, I feel like Ben wasn't really... Ben would get stopped by Penny most of the time. I think like the placements for those mines, that wasn't a good set of placements if I'm being honest, because like you'd have to step directly behind that one specific rock in order for that to really work. Oh no, he's using the team up and can't win with it, man. That hurts to watch. Okay, I mean, at least he's getting some hits though, right? Yeah, no, this kinda hurts to watch. I'm not gonna hold you. Dang. I don't know what pretty sure there. Yeah, okay, so y'all got a third support in there. We're good. Oh. Alright, bet. Oh, no, I want to see that full ult. Let me see what that got Ben pushing up like Solar and Ben is crazy work. I'm not gonna lie. That was not a good use though. Like sure it killed Ben for like 10 seconds, but you would have definitely gotten more value out of that if you waited. Nice kill though. My goodness. But you would have gotten more value waiting for that to, waiting for the support ult to end. So that would have done you better. My goodness. Yeah, you can't really be blamed for that one. That guy just... that buff, bro, that buff that he got was OD. Like, I'm glad he's able to one-shot Jeff. Because screw Jeff, but at the same time, my goodness, bro, that is like... They overdoing it with that buff. Nice. Nice. Like that right there is your golden range. You don't get that much closer than that or you're gonna end up missing a lot of shots. Like Psylocke works really decent. She works decently well at mid-range. So not too close, not too far. So she would really be even better for that spot than Hela. Like in terms of playing around tanks but not too close to them. That was a decent ult as well. I like that one. Only thing is, I think let's see something. Before you use that ult, let's use any of your Kashi. That's earlier. Like that right there was a good off angle to hit them from. Like that right there was a really nice off angle. Got a nice amount of like shots off on that knife. Kind of look like you kind of cold there. Looks like you're trying to use the dash to get away, but you weren't fast enough. Because I was gonna say like you could probably use the dash in that point and survive, but now I see it looks like you tried to. That's alright. That happens. Yeah, they caught bro locking. I'm not even dead. Nice damage. Lining up your shots, smart. Yeah, got a little bit too aggressive.
再び目覚めたわ。
車両を動かし続けて。
どいて。フォースバースト。もう残り60秒よ。ムーンナイトの神父、私にはかなわない。死がお前を狙っている。
Nice. Definitely would have been targeting the support first in that situation. At like 98% of the time, they're gonna yell a person that's right in the front of them, knock it down even. At least you got him. That's good. Oof. Bro literally had no way of no unless maybe he saw well off damage.
簡単には諦めないから。あんたは私のものよ。私がカバーするわ。
俺から逃れることはできないぞ。ガンビット様に降りるテーブルなんで。世界を相手にユータントのために。す
ぐに戻るわ。誰かじゃあね。ちょっと助けてくれない？もう少し大きなチャンスをくしゃんで。アンクを見かけたらすぐに壊すこと。呪いを見つけられるかしら。
月がお前を狙っている。
残り30秒よ。
マグニート恐れろ。
Yeah, they did like that. That point, to be honest, that's like at that point that would have been gone regardless. There's so much you could do about that one. Because like using the ult would have just made it so that you would technically not be on the point, or like the game would consider it not on the point. So yeah, you would have lost that point regardless. And then on top of that, you likely wouldn't have gotten any kills because all 6 of them were there, or like 5 of them were there. So that wouldn't have been that wouldn't have gone well. Pot up there. All right.
比べないで。そんなことしなくていいの。あなたはあなたの光を放てばいいのよ。
バトル開始まで5、4、3、2、1。彼らのミッションエリアを確保するのを阻止して。
ルームは強力な魔術師だ。近いうちに再び顔を合わせることになるだろう。敵は正面だ。俺は本気で攻めてきてるな。
どいて。
全てのアンクを破壊した。
光に包まれたくらい。
存分にやってみるがいい。
残り30秒よ。
It's too close and it is fast. I could have seen that was about to happen.
私の光は消えること逃がさないわよ。
最後の10秒。さあ、力を合わせる時よ。勝者が決まるまで戦い続けて。
傷を癒す。そんなもの必要ない。
あの車両をその場で止めて。あの車両を止めなきゃ。
俺たちはグルート。
Pretty good, pretty good. Forced waltz.
大したことないわ。
マグニート。
Dang.
彼らも半分まで来たわ。やりましょう。
ガンビット様に降りるテーブルなんで。
あの車両を止めなきゃ。彼らを止めるチャンスはまだあるわ。
これ式の傷。冥界の降臨だ。亡き者は
Did they stop? Oh.
そろそろ変化が必要ね。あなたの陣営も。勝ちたいなら最高のチームを揃えましょう。さようなら。ミッションエリアを占領するだけだよ。いい？
Alright, now I get to see the Phoenix. It's a nice off-angle use.
残り60秒よ。
存分にやってみるがいい。
Nice shot.
人生最高の瞬間ね。アンクはこっちよ。
In that case, you were definitely a little too close to them. But even if you weren't, they would have been able to do the same thing since the tank wasn't alive. Or like he was a bear. Platform. That one's just Moon Knight. Dang, bruh.
あの車両を目的地まで届けるのよ。勝者が決まるまで戦い続けて。
私が怖い。
俺を傷つけることはできない。
あんを使用できなくした。
できないぞ。
半分まで来たわ。
月がお前を狙っている。
サイキックシフト。完璧な小積み。
今さら引き返して。
Nice.
見つけられるかしら。
行くぞみんな。この力で全てをぶち壊す。
Went too deep. Definitely by yourself.
マグニート恐れろ。
いいチームワークね。
さあ力を合わせる時よ。最終スコア4対5。
Alright. Yeah, GG's. So that one was mainly just mainly just a positioning thing. Yeah, accuracy is pretty good. Even without having to look at the crap. Even without having to look at the stats, I can tell like the accuracy is pretty decent for the most part on everyone that you were using. I think you just need to remember not to play too close to the tank. Like, look at that, 64% accuracy. I didn't need to look at that to know that, bro. Like that right there, yeah, accuracy was good, like really good. Yeah, most of these stats were because he was like too close to these two. Or whoever was tanking. 68k damage block, 75k, 83. My God, what were y'all doing to each other? That's funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, most of those deaths preventable. Had you stay a little bit further back from the tanks, but outside of that, it's not like it wasn't. I mean, shoot, if you, oh boy, I don't know what to say there. Yeah, no, like that was decent for the most part in terms of the amount, like what you were doing outside of just like the positioning. The position is really the main thing that needs work here. So I would suggest, like, when we're talking about characters, like, oh, let's just use the characters that you use in that match, for example. Ella, right? Like, Ella can do damage on her own, like, from a decent distance. And she can still two-shot from this distance. You know? That's 60 meters. I think, like, you'll be completely fine. Doing, like, shooting from a, like, you know, further distance. You don't have to be all the way in the back, don't get me wrong, but like use off angles to your advantage, you know. And then as for the usage of your daggers and stuff, you can do things like this. This will trap them there like almost long enough for you to be able to almost guarantee a kill on a squishy character. And whenever I use the whenever I'm gonna use the pulse, I mean not pulse, that ball, soul drainer. Whenever I'm gonna use that, I make sure to like kind of jump before I do, cause it's more, I don't know, it's more accurate for me when I do that.
衛軍団にもう一人追加されたわ。
トリプルキルよ。すごいクワドラキルよ。5キル素晴らしいわ。
終わりなき戦いは冥界の力を魂を捧げなさい。連続で6人もすごいわ。信じられないわ。
And then with her, like these would basically just be off angles, just in case you don't really completely understand what that is. So like you'd be using this kind of thing to your advantage and make it easier for you to hit them most of the time, because it wouldn't really, like, the focus wouldn't really be on you for one, all the time at least. Situation varies, of course, but you can get some decent like damage as long as you're, you know, not like too close to them, because like if you're right here and then the enemy is right here, then yeah, you're gonna get targeted. But I mean, like, let's say you're standing a decent distance away and then you're shooting at a guy from this distance, you can hit them and they won't really, like, you'll have more time to do what you gotta do before they start reacting to you, before they notice that, oh, you're the one that's doing all that damage. You know? And then for Psylocke, her stuff is more mid-range, so you benefit more from being somewhat closer to them. So let's say 15 meters. This would be a decent range for you to be at, as opposed to like all the way in the back here. Because like with characters like Phoenix and stuff, yeah, you could do that just fine, right? And like with Hela, because they can handle that kind of range without losing too much on damage. But like Psylocke is gonna lose a little bit on damage because her max, like her like optimal range is 50 meters. In my opinion, at least. I'm not really sure. I think she can go farther. Yeah. So like 20 meters you can do, but it's like I feel like it's more comfortable to like get enemies within the scope without being like too close to where there's a possibility of you missing shots by turning like too quickly. I think 15 meters is good because you can adjust just in time for them to remain in the scope, you know. For flyers, of course, you can handle those pretty easily for the most part. They just take a lot of shots. You know, like Psylocke is like whenever I'm gonna go ahead and ult with a character like her, I want to make sure to go high and then invis. Or if I don't have my invis, then I go high. If I don't have my like dash, then I just kind of like to circle around them before I do my ult anyway. So mainly what I would do is I'd hop in, make sure I'm behind them, and then I'll pop my ult as close to them as physically possible. Because as long as I can get close to them when I pop that ult, I can almost guarantee a kill. I need to work on my aim though. Anyway, back to losing rank in comp. I'm kind of upset I didn't try to go to Diamond last season. Like I was going to, now like nah, I kind of don't feel like playing rank right now, so I just kind of skipped out on that season. I just played until I got to like, I think, Platinum. Bro, what are we doing here, bro? Come on, man. All the characters in the game. Let's not do this. People here tweaking about this hello thing, bro. What are y'all doing? Why is Gambit of all people so scared of her anyway? Right, let's do it.
攻撃開始まであと30秒。準備して。
ビットは時間と空間を救うことに慣れてないんだ。根はただの泥棒だ。ロボ、エルダー・オブ・ザ・ユニバースからインフィニティ・ストーンを盗んだことあるか？ノー。でも何事にも初めてはある。そして
バトル開始まで5、4、3、2、1。彼らがミッションエリアを確保するのを阻止して。
私の領土は冥界にあるが、そのうち実界をも統一するわ。これ式の傷、大したことないわ。
By what? By eh?
すぐに戻るわ。
Of course, she's above, man. Hold on. Okay, now. Get to support. Why are people like this, bro? I don't think he's trying to die. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. Why do people do this, bro? Let's switch to the tank after this match starts.
宇宙で多くの人間が目にすることのない奇跡を僕は。
俺はグルート。
攻撃開始まであと30秒。準備して。
その眼差しで何をしようというのだ人間。気に障る。
天使はみんな君みたいに可愛いのかなって考えてるだけだよシェル。
ええ、皆私のように麗しく命を狩ることにためらわない。
バトル開始まで5、4、3、2、1。
俺はグルート。
アベンジャーズタワーに行くぞ。
安らかに眠れ。
Like, of course they just happen to have an iron fist, bro. What are the odds, man? About to say, we didn't die just now, bro. It's gonna be some problems. No way, bro. As always, someone out, fine. I swear people weren't paying attention at that point just now. Wait, I could do that? Yeah, doesn't matter. Don't know what he thought he was doing. Bro, how do you keep on getting behind everyone, bro? You're not like that. You know that, right? Come on, man.
今さら引き返しちゃダメよ。残り60秒よ。
ついに敵が姿を現した。後ろに注意して。
Bro. Sorry, behind him. 4 row. Okay, Gambit's up there, Andrea's up there. Hi. Okay. Oh my lord, did he use that all on himself, though? It has to be a joke. Oh my god. Oh good. Shaft though. Very good. Come on.
焦らないで。
ガンビット様に降りるテーブルなんで。
You're not that bad, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we lost.
現在のスコアは0-2-0。そろそろ変化が必要ね。あなたの陣営も。勝ちたいなら最高のチームを揃えましょう。
俺はグルート。
Okay. Whatever.
父が始めた戦いを私が終わらせるんだ。誇りに思ってもらえたらいいな。
ラウンド2スタート。
運命のウェブはとても脆いから誰かが守らなきゃいけない。
Insta locking characters you don't know how to use. My goodness, man.
ここが片付いたらバックスタービルディングに来てくれてもいいのよ。
サンキュー。だがこの町でやることがあるんだ。無実の人たちの命がかかってるからな。
バトル開始まで5、4、3、2。
これかなり痛いよ。フレンドリーじゃない奴らが来たよ。
子供の頃のニューヨークはこんなに暗くて恐ろしいところじゃなかった。
Oh, y'all are kidding right now. Bro, please. Oh my lord, whatever.
私たちいいチームだね。
スナイパー発見。みんな頭気をつけてね。
地雷設置したよ。みんなどうするか分かってるよね。パワー回復中。
モンデュー痛えぞ。お前の背中。
まだ終わったわけじゃないよ。
あの車両を止めなきゃ。
何のために戦っているのか決して忘れない。
俺が伝説だ。
ガンビット様に降りるテーブルなんで。
もう大丈夫よ。
マグニート恐れろ。
アズマ
新鮮な肉だ。
ひざまずけゲミンゴも。
Ah, it's death. I love it.
戦いはまだ終わっていない。
最終スコア0対1。まあ全勝 期待しちゃダメよね。
Yeah, nah, can't do it. Before I lose more elo and have to end up being in this gold hell for another season, for an extended period of time, I'm gonna stop right here and just deal with this another day, because I'm not doing this today. I don't have the energy for this. It does not make sense. But before I go, might as well see if there's something that can be changed. Maybe something with the... Oh. Nope. Salah. Because, I mean, I know her ult can do that. But do I want this one? I like this one. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll leave it for now. I don't think I want that. This one from Mantis. Yeah, this one from Mantis. Did I get that one?
We are undefeatable!
Aside. Oh well. Until next time, I guess. I'm gonna consider that a GG's and rest, cause ain't no way. So, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay safe, and I appreciate you all.